All right, I was digging my last signal. I had a really high tone. Let me show you what it rings up as. I just kind of, it's dark out, so I don't even know what I'm looking at in the hole, but I think it might be something cool. So, welcome back to Dirty Digs. Me and my wife just hiked up this little mini mountain, trying to make it to this cellar hole that's right there. I'll show you that in a minute. And she's first on the board. She got a lantern piece. Yeah, the wick would have come up right here, and this is how you would adjust the wick to go up or down. No idea the date range on it, but yeah, it's pretty cool. This is the cellar hole that we're going to be working around. I'm pretty sure it's definitely been hit before. I just made my first orbit around just the rim, and no real diggable signals that were too obvious. But we'll keep plugging away at it. I mean, got rock walls going down that way. Plenty of clear space to swing. So, all right, I'll see what we find. Well, she's back on it again. She's got a huge horse tack buckle. Still has the tongue attached, which just happens, but usually on something this big, it's gone by now. That's pretty neat. Nice. At least we're finding some old stuff right away. Or she is, at least. All right, after about half an hour, I'm finally on the board. I got a deep, like 28 signal. And it was like acting all falsy and jumpy, and it's because it was a iron buckle. But I mean, it was a good, say 8 inches underneath like a bunch of roots. It took me like 10 minutes to get out of the hole. I'll take it. All right, it's been about 45 minutes. All I found is that iron buckle. But I just came across it's mainly in the 90s, which makes me think it doesn't sound great, so that's kind of a little hint of that it could be something kind of off, but it's either going to be a nice big nail bent in half, or there might be something cool under there. So I'll turn you on when I open up the hole more. Well, I dug like a good 15 inches probably. I mean, that's all the way up to my elbow. As I got deeper, I knew it wasn't going to be what I was hoping. And it's the top of a lantern. Nice and deep underneath multiple rocks. So, got bunked there. Well, that other cellar was hit pretty hard. We only found those couple diggable targets, and that was it. So we just moved over to this one. It's another one. I've been here before, but it's been a while, so figure see what else we can find. And right on the lip, not even, it was maybe half an inch down, I just got a nice button signal, and we got a top is pewter. Yeah, see, it's all like crumbly there. The top is pewter. It's definitely an interesting little mix. I'm not 100% sure if I've ever dug one with like the pewter button, and the shank looks like it's brass or copper or something. Very interesting. It's got a nice little pattern on it too. Nice little flower or sunburst type thing. It's pretty neat. All right, we'll turn you on for the next one. All right, we're back with a different cellar again, because the past couple have just Nothing around. This one's really quiet too. This is our first diggable. We've been here for probably 25 minutes. And of course Sarah got it. And it's a nice fancy one though. Nice button, shank intact. Can't tell what's in the middle of it. But it's got the flowers going around. It's pretty nice. Hey guys, welcome back to Dirty Digs. I'm out here alone today. I'm hitting a couple cellars. I have 2, maybe 3 in the area. I don't have all day, but I probably have a good 4 or 5 hours. And I'll turn you around. I'll show you the area I'm working with. I just came up off of the cart path over there, and the cellar is super nice and clear. Nice old woods. No overgrowth or anything like that, which is what I've been dealing with a lot lately. And I'll show you the cellar. It's pretty giant. I'm thinking a barn, but here it is right here. Nice gorgeous cellar. You can see all the bricks stacked right there. Or not stacked, but just laying there. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I haven't even walked over here yet, so. It's like a little fireplace left. This is in a public chunk of woods. I'm sure it's been hit before, but it's a pretty nice spot. And it's big, wide open. I'm sure there's stuff that's been missed. Actually, I already know there is, because I'll show you my first signal walking in. Car path's right there. You can see it going down over that hill right there. And I walked in maybe 20 feet, and my first diggable signal. It's like a mid-60s tone. Nice and repeatable. It sounded big. And it was pretty deep. It was probably 8 inches. And here we go, right here. Full. I'm sure this was part of the top right here, but it's a full harmonica. Usually you just find the reeds. I don't know if this says anything on it. I'm sure it does. Yeah, let's see. What do we got? Gabe Ludwig, maybe. Ludwig. I know I've heard of the Ludwig harmonicas, but yeah, this is pretty fragile. But that's really neat. I almost never find. I found like maybe 3 whole harmonicas. This will be number 4. That's really neat, and I love that it still has that pleat on there. Very cool. All right, well, I'm right on the edge of the cellar, and it's a bunch of ash right here. Right over here is where that the fireplace or whatever that was, and it's got a nice mid-60s tone, and it looks like, I'm not even 100% sure. It definitely was hinged right there, and it would open up. Maybe a little coin purse or something. And this is the frame to it. Or maybe a picture thing. I'm not 100% sure. Interesting nonetheless. Well, there's definitely going to be stuff left over here. It's just going to be pretty tough to find. There's sheet metal, screws, like just a bunch of like industrial kind of junk all over the place here. It's basically just kind of weeding through, picking out the smaller signals. And I just got a 50 right here, and there's another high tone right next to it. I'm not too confident that's going to be anything good, but I dug the 50, sounded pretty good, and we got a button, which is awesome in all this mess. And I think there's something on there. Interesting. I'm going to try cleaning that off a bit, and I'll get right back to you. Alright, I really couldn't get too much off of that. It might have just been just the crust I was looking at. And while I was letting it dry, trying to see if that would help, I dug out that high tone right next to it, and I honestly have no clue. It's threaded though on both sides. I'm going to keep it around just to check it out, but I'm not sure. It almost like reminds me like of a thermometer type deal with the lines on top and bottom, but I don't know how that would work. But alright, I'll turn you on for the next one. Alright, I just got some mid-30s signal. And it's some little doohickey. It's made out of brass, pretty solid. Not 100% sure what it is though. I'm not even remotely sure what it is.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Find of the Week segment, where one of your finds are featured weekly during an episode. This week we have Brian LaRue and his 1831 cap bus dime that was made into a pendant and attached to a necklace. Brian has been detecting on and off again since the mid-1980s, but he really got back into it in 2018, and today he's swinging the XB Days 2. He was working a beach with his machine when he got a great solid high tone, dug it up, and there was the necklace. The full necklace came in at 89 on the T2. Cap busts aren't too prevalent out there, and probably any of us would be thrilled just to find the coin alone, but finding one that's been turned into someone's jewelry makes it even more unique. So congrats, Brian. Such a sweet find. And also I want to just give a shout out. Today's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And we'll get back to the rest of the episode.
Alright, welcome back to Dirty Digs. We're back at the Field of Dreams. Seen it in a couple episodes now. Here with my wife, and she's got a mid-30 signal right in the edge of the cornfield. Oh, and I think I buried one of the pieces. No, I didn't. Okay. And I got this fancy little thing. So I'm pretty sure it would have looked like that, and I think that would have went to the back of it. I'm not sure if that would be like some sort of name tag or what that would have been on that. But that is pretty intricate. Pretty cool. Alright, we made it up into the backyard. Getting closer to where all the coppers came from, but just trying to get all the signals out. And got a mid-60s signal. And we got a little 4-hole button. Union Bay. So it's probably nothing old or anything, but it rang up good. So, turn you on for the next one. Alright guys, I'm basically right within about 10 feet somewhere of where I found the Nova Constellatio, and I just got a 57 signal, and I was thinking at best it might be a button, and it still might be, but I just popped it out, and it's just a certain size, and it has a certain look to it, of a coin. So I don't know what we're going to have here. See if I can gently do this. Yeah, I think we're going to have a coin. What kind of coin? I have no idea. Might even be hold. You know what? I think I might have an idea, which would make sense with the numbers. All right, I'm going to clean this off and I'll turn it right back on. All right, it was definitely copper. It's a KG2. So it says Georges. And then you see the Roman numeral 2 right in front of my thumb. And then it says Rex right next to it. So George the Second. And then on the back, it says Britannia. And that's Britannia right there. Of course, the date area is kind of messed up looking, but this is going to put it mid-1700s. So even earlier than that the Nova Constellatio. So right in this area, just keep popping coppers like crazy. I am going to keep hammering it. Very cool. All right, right there, I just got it was like a mid-18, 19 signal. And tiny little cuff button. Plain on the front, as far as I can tell. So, all right, we'll keep trying. We only got a few more minutes, probably like 10 minutes, and then we gotta head out. But it'd be nice to pop another copper. That'd be cool. All right, I just got it was like a mid-20s, like 22 to 24. And I got the bottom corner of a shoe buckle or knee buckle. Something along those lines. Sweet. I think I found another piece of this on one of the other trips here. Somewhere around this general area too. Very cool. Yeah, it was like just a really scratchy signal. There's iron everywhere over here, so I mean, even that copper, I could only get that 2 ways, not 2 out of 4 angles. I could get it. So, yeah, with the hole being there, I'm going to go ahead and say shoe buckle. Interesting. All right, welcome back to Dirty Digs. Today I am at the place where I got the Nova, the Field of Dreams. If you watch the videos, you know which one I'm talking about. And it's the day before my father's big hunt, so I've been busy all day, and I have maybe 2 hours, hour and a half, maybe, before it gets dark out. So I'm just here, just kind of seeing what I can find. I got a mid-50 signal, and dug way down. It's buried in the rocks down there, but you got these 2 harmonica reeds that were pressed together. So it was probably a harmonica that rusted away around it, but or the wood, or it had wood around it. But that's pretty cool. So we'll see what else we can find. I'm gonna do like around here a little bit, and then I'll go back into the yard behind the home where I got the Nova and all those coppers. See what else we can find. All right, well, I was just right over there where I got the harmonica reeds. And then I came right over to the corner of this wall right here and got mid-50s tone, and I got another harmonica reed. That's 3 for the day so far, and the only things I've dug that are desirable. So got a lot of aluminum so far. So I'm just going to keep working my way into the yard and just go nice and slow and just start picking away. All right, I just got a mid-20s tone. About probably 3 inches, 4 inches. And got a nice little flat button finally. It's getting harder and harder to find these signals back here. So, which is a good thing. That means I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Very cool. All right, just got a little 30 signal. And found a pewter button. Shank's gone. You can see where it's all crumbly around the edges. Tried to clean it up a little bit, and it looks like it definitely has something on there. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more off at home. I'm going to let it sit for now. I don't want to kill it too much. Almost looks like a crown or something, or who knows. I'll see what I can get off it. All right, I was digging my last signal. I had a really high tone. Let me show you what it rings up as. I just kind of, it's dark out, so I don't even know what I'm looking at in the hole, but I think it might be something cool. So now it's like a 92, 93. When I was, before I popped it open, it was 91, 92. So it didn't change much at all, and it even got stronger. But take a look at this. It's so dark out, I can't even see. All right, I got something here, and I think I see shiny. Oh, I don't even have any light. I can kind of see in the camera. Oh, what do we got? Is that gonna be the back of a barber? $19.12. So this is gonna be a barber half. That is awesome. Amazing. All right, that's definitely going to be my last dig because I can't even see anything. I couldn't even tell this was a silver. I saw a little bit of a lighter color, and that's why I decided to film it. Very cool. That is awesome.